we are back to bring you the vibes, intellectual conversations, dope narrations, analysis, and dissection on the Illa Show streaming live on television, Tea Time. My name is Mololua, and I never do this alone, as you know. With me is a fine gentleman. Good morning.
Yo, it's the Big Daddy Mike Abdul Salam, and I'm here with you guys again. Glad to be here. Good morning, Mululua.
Good morning. How are you?
You know how it is. The usual.
The usual?
The usual.
Wednesday, hump day. We're getting to Friday slowly but surely, don't worry. And of course, we can't do this without you. So do join the conversation by calling in on 0909-8408-408 to share your opinions on the trending discussions we're about to have today. So let's get it started and kick off with our trending videos. It's the one in brackets and words, in numbers and words, just in case you were confused as to what they were really trying to say.
Yo.
One tuber.
One tuber of yam is 5,000. I am livid. I literally, I know I keep saying about all these skits about the country's economy, yeah? I understand that it's supposed to be funny, but... I mean, okay, so I buy 2 tubers and I have spent 10,000 naira.
Yeah.
I buy 3 tubers, I buy 5, I've spent how much? 5 times 5 is 25,000 naira. And 5 tubers of yam, I don't really think that's enough to stock a house if you're putting it in the perspective of that particular food item. The minimum wage has just been increased to 70,000 rather. Okay, now if you're planning to stock your house full of food and you are surviving on that minimum wage being the only source of income coming in, and you have 70,000 naira in your pocket and you go to the market and you're like, I want to buy 2 tubers of yam, that's 10,000 naira gone. Putting into perspective the other food items you're going to get. So how far is this minimum wage supposed to carry us? I'm really... nah, man. No, it's not really funny, to be honest. It's not funny at all. It's frustrating and irritating. And while we continue to pray to God that everything turns out okay. I mean, I don't really think it's the point where people stand by and just look and do skits about it. But I'm not trying to be a downer here. That was a very funny video. Hopefully the next one is funnier because that one just succeeded in pissing me off. And I like yam. Funny, I like yam.
And the yam is one of our foods now. Do we import yam? I don't think so.
We grow it here.
Yes. Yeah, that's here. Even the point. If it was I don't know, what do we import? Like raspberry tea or something. Then I can understand the price, ticket. Yeah. But yam, so it's really, that's food for the masses.
I mean, somebody said wheat yam.
So, wheat yam.
He said wheat yam, corn, and so on. But now, even the corn and the yam, you cannot afford it.
Do you get?
Anyway.
Let's keep it moving on. Let's have the second trending video. Because there's actually nothing better.
Yeah, it's no better.
So, somebody comes at you saying, you didn't send me the email. It's like, and then you now forward it, just be petty. You don't copy and paste as a new email. You forward it with the timestamp of the last time you sent the email, just so that the person can see their silliness and cover their face with shame.
It's actually like a very, very big boost to your ego.
Do you know, email arguments are the best, like office work arguments, corporate email arguments.
Yeah.
Top tier. Like responding with, as I'm sure you have seen, in reference to my last email.
Like I said.
Like those corporate beautiful. That's a bit of me. That is a bit of me.
Furthermore, in case you haven't noticed. Oh my God.
To our last conversation where you took the notes and sent them round.
Yo.
Like
oh, did you get the memo?
Honestly, you just have to, and then you now end it with regards.
Regards. Best regards. P.S. Can you? Oh my God, no. Corporate, it's just a very subtle way of asserting dominance and also proving someone wrong. We are humans actually. Emotions make mistakes. But but when you try to remove or eliminate the fact that you're above the mistake. It actually feels better when you prove that person
Yep.
wrong. And emails are like
And
very...
do you know when it's now best? When it's someone senior. Oh, I love that so much.
Man, no do. Like,
I love
it's
that
like you're
so
trying,
much.
You're trying to tension our bosses.
Oh, I love that because it's like you've come at me with energy,
Mm-hmm.
and you think because I'm junior to you, you can tell me you can be like, bro, and then I now come and prove you wrong, and now you look like egg.
Look at me.
Now how do you feel?
Look at me trying to be ghetto, ladies and gentlemen.
And now how do you feel?
How do I feel?
You feel like egg. So calm down. Honestly, best. I absolutely love this. Let's have our last trending video before I look like a bad person.
You are a bad person.
This laugh is suspicious. It sounds like you can relate.
Why can I not relate?
Wow.
That I'm not. I never cheated.
So we can relate on what basis?
Yeah, we can relate on. I mean, I was surrounded by people who perpetrated the act.
Okay.
Yeah, and I might have helped and contributed at some points.
Okay.
But I never really did the cheating myself. I was more the supplier instead of the demander, you know.
Sorry.
Yes, now I'm smart. How many times do I have to say it? I'm smart. Yes, people. I know you don't say smart people don't say theirs. Maybe I'll say it. I'm smart. I know I'm smart. What am I pretending?
Wow.
Yes, moving on.
And so you think God is glorified by your actions?
If God does not put his hand in anything you do, you cannot succeed now. To succeed in cheating too, you must pray to God. God, please, don't let them catch me.
Guys, please, like, I'm sure you know better than to take anything this man says for.
They can't listen to me because me, I don't.
How can you say God if God doesn't help you cheat, you can't succeed?
Yes, because that's. We all know. We all know that for anything to
who is all?
We all listen to me.
No,
listen
you
to me.
know.
You are just,
don't say all.
You are just deceiving yourself.
Who is all?
You are deceiving yourself. You know, people school for Nigeria. You go school for UK. I don't blame you. Now why you know feel late? If you say you dare, you say for the followers glorify God.
You know what?
But anyway, we have to also ensure that we put God first in everything we do.
Oh,
even if it's
stop.
Yes, now. Do you want to go to exam?
Are you joking?
Do you want to go to exam and cheat without praying to God? Oh God, please, as I'm about to enter, do not let anybody look at me. Let me be in peace and come out in peace. So help me God, amen. And you move out.
Amen.
And when you come out, thank you Lord for today. Which other God do we serve?
The God of the underworld. That's the only God that can possibly help you.
Why are you relating cheating to something bad? In some people's view, or in some people's eyes, it's just another way for them to pass an exam.
Is it just me or?
Is it just you or what?
Are you like on crud? What? Guys,
I'm perfectly fine.
No.
I'm spitting facts.
Please intervene because this is scary. It's the way you're even saying with conviction and backing of what you think is right for me.
080940840, ladies and gentlemen. Call in if you think I'm actually right on the whole God has to have a hand in you for you to successfully cheat. Call in. We are here.
Let's move on. Let's move on to our trending stories, please. The things that actually potentially glorify God. Nigerian doctor and artist Fola David has achieved a remarkable feat by breaking the Guinness World Record for the largest drawing by an individual. David's massive artwork titled Unity in Diversity celebrates the rich cultural tapestry of Nigeria. Spanning an impressive 1,000 square meters, the artwork is being created at Berekon Stadium in Lagos. David began his ambitious project on July 16, 2024, with the goal of surpassing the previous record of 629.98 square meters. He documented his progress on social media, and by the fourth day, he had triumphantly surpassed the existing record, subsequently continuing to achieve his ultimate goal of 1,000 square meters. So he's actually broken the record, and he's achieved his goal too.
Yeah, I mean,
really impressive.
It was a huge thing.
Really impressive.
Like, a lot of people pulled up, and we got comments from the president himself. I mean, this is what we're talking about when we say someone broke a Guinness World Record, not the guy.
And he's a doctor. I think that's so cool.
Yeah.
It shows, it just shows, multifaceted human being.
Exactly.
I like that.
Yeah, I like it too.
It's not just,
just
straight jacket and,
I'm going to the hospital to cut someone's liver out. He also has a very artistic side, which I appreciate. Which just goes to show to everybody out there that if you are pursuing a career in science, it doesn't necessarily mean that you cannot also have a creative side. I mean, having a creative side is essentially what makes you human. If you just want to pattern yourself to become a very robotic and monochrome kind of person, you will not have any joy in life. This guy
No.
seems like he has, he seems like he has a lot of joy in life.
I mean, yeah, I think there's something to be said for the flair. I appreciate that.
Yeah, and then the drawing was nice. I mean, obviously, I'm going to be against the fact that he decided to go with a drawing of the map of Nigeria, but
I mean, he has to put his country on the map, literally.
Okay.
I love that for him, and I'm glad that he's managed to surpass the existing record.
Give him that one. Yeah, it's up Nigeria.
Yeah, when Guinness World Record actually gives him his official certificate or whatever, it'll be really a proud moment for him, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Very proud moment.
I mean, they should give him quick. And they were able to give the twerking guy a lot faster.
No. That one, he's been twerking. He did his twerking in January now. Yeah. God. So it takes some time. They have to verify,
All right. He twerked in January and he got his...
recently, yes.
Oh my God. I don't even want to talk about that guy. Anyway, he also has a world record. So
exactly. Nigeria has been put on the map. Come through. What are you going to do? What's your own? What will your own Guinness World Record be now?
I don't know. All the things I consider myself to be good at, they've already broken records in. The gamer has done his. I'm not a painter, so I can't do what Fola David did. I think I might do a world record for maybe longest amount of time spent being angry.
Yeah, you'll win.
Of course I'll win.
That one, Guinness World Record, in fact, the next day, they've issued your own certificate.
Of course, because if they don't give me the next day, I'll be angry.
Then, wow, and you'll just continue, wow. This is a win-win situation. I see what you're doing.
I mean, it's no point. Yeah, that's why I wish I need it. Normally, if I'm outside. we don't do that here. What's to smile about?
You should go through.
I should go through.
You make history.
Yeah. If they have that in one of the categories, I would.
How many days do you think it will take, or weeks, or I don't know? Is there an existing record, do you think?
For days spent going angry?
Yes.
I don't care if there's an existing record. If there is, I'll break it. I don't care.
I don't even know whether to be encouraged or sad for you by this that you're saying to me.
I'll be, like we said, I will still be a Guinness World Record holder.
But that one is on to depression. We don't really like that.
But we
don't really like that.
But we like the one that was twerking.
That one is bringing joy.
He's bringing joy.
Yes.
See his man shake his bum bum. But you don't like me that's actually exhibiting the concrete emotion that humans feel on a daily basis.
Well, you don't have to feel it every day. Your own is too much, please. You're bringing a downer mood onto this show. Go away.
Yeah.
Let's move on, please. Let's move on to I think to me the title of this story is "What Do Men Want?" ? What do men want? ? Repeat after me.
Wait.
What do men want? ?
What do men want? ?
Let's take the story and then you can tell me what you think. So this talent manager has come online. Soso Soberekon has stirred controversy with his recent social media post. Soberekon advised women to prioritize financial independence over culinary skills in the pursuit of a partner. According to the Instagram post, the entertainment mogul believes that the dating landscape has shifted, with men increasingly seeking financially stable women. He expressed concern for women who rely solely on their cooking abilities to attract a partner, suggesting they risk remaining single. What do men want?
Oh man, I don't know what men want. Or I know what I want to. But if it's solely based on your cooking skills, I will marry you right then and there. I don't care whether you have money or not.
Because before they were now making it seem like women have to be domesticated. If you're not domesticated, no man wants a woman that thinks she's all about feminism and trying to be independent.
Yeah.
And now, again, he now said, if you think it's just cooking, then you remain. So what do men want?
No, this thing is a very simple thing. Yeah. In the current generation that we are today, yes, men also want a woman who is able to hold her own in certain situations and doesn't necessarily have to run to the husband for everything financial, even though it's the husband's primary duty to take care of most things financial. But, as a woman, and in this day and age where economies are bad and, people are actually moving up and there's technology and, the whole 21st century advancement, get it, blah, blah, blah. Guys want a lady that can, also afford to spend out of her own purse without issues. Sometimes take care of things. Maybe when the husband is a bit cash strapped or has some financial issues to sort out. Instead of waiting for the husband to sort out the issues, you try as much as possible to support we're not saying the lady should be the one to take the lead. That's what he's saying. And in that, I kind of agree with him. Because of the way we are today, and because of the way everything is patterned today, men have diluted and partially dissolved that provider mentality to a more of it's a hand-in-hand thing, it's a 50-50 thing, which I will be frank, I have always had a problem with, but I always keep my comments to myself for these kind of situations or for these kind of conversations because they will attack you. Normally, I don't care if anyone attacks me, but I'm tired of just saying the same thing over and over. And if like everybody is entitled to their own opinion, so I'm just going to keep mine to myself. But since I have an avenue to say it here, I've never agreed with the whole 50-50 thing. If everyone is okay with it now, fine. Everyone just doing the whole 50-50 thing. Yeah, let me take care of something. It's looking at it from a logical standpoint, it's actually a very good thing. And if it works nice. But then generally, I still feel that if the husband is well-to-do and successful, maybe if the wife feels, a good wife naturally will not be inclined to sit down and let the husband take care of everything. She will want to help out once in a while, and that's fine. But generally, I feel most of the time the husband should be the one to come correct. You are the provider. It's your duty. It's your job. You are the head of the family. Take care of your wife.
I think men are just getting lazy. To be
that's
honest.
That's the fact.
The thing is, we're now at a point where women are also coming, like you say, up in society.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, instead of men to see that as a challenge, do even better.
You're resting.
Like, come on.
See, the whole thing is, and I will be very factual with this. The whole thing is masculinity generally is on a decline across global. Yes,
screaming.
It's on a decline.
Oh gosh.
And it's all coming from the West. They're bringing the embrace your emotions, talk about it, blah 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 blah.
Not that one.
Okay, fine, not that one. That's the way I see it, but I'm not going there so that I don't get people that are experiencing depression to come and meet me. Sorry for them. But moving on.
Yeah.
Moving on. Masculinity generally is on the decline. Men do not know what it is to be men anymore. They just believe that since we've suffered enough, we go, oh bro,
Which suffered?
Bro,
which suffered? Men suffered.
God legit molded you.
Oh my Lord.
And said you are a man. Sorry to say, you have come into a life of strife. It's not cause. It's not a cause, or it's not a, how do I say it, or it's not a diss or a curse or anything. It's just how it is. Men don't have it easy. So instead of whining about that, why not just make of it what you will? Men do not know what it is to be men anymore. Why are you telling me that you are looking for a rich woman? If your head was correct normally, do you look for a rich woman normally? If your pockets, the Dangote says he's looking for a rich, does he need a rich woman? He's the richest man in Africa, even though a few days back, why they complain, but we know.
Even Dangote, they've got into Dangote. That's when you know things are really happening.
I'm sorry for the billionaires in this country. Dangote first explained, Otedola to come explain today, but oh my God, Nigeria. But moving on, if we have people like that do not necessarily need, if the women themselves are not be like, I see my husband is doing well now, okay, let me save, level up small so that we can, you understand that kind of thing. He's not going to be the one to ask you, you should have money so that we can be together. That doesn't make any sense. That being said, I'm wiping off what Soso said and I'm moving on to the cook. If me, Abdul Salam, if you can cook, if you, see, I will literally, I can give you my life. If you can, like I always say, whether we're on air or whether outside or anything, I do not intend to pressure anybody I end up with in the whole aspect of cooking and providing food. Yeah. I'm not going to pressure you. I'm not going to mandate it on you. Even though I would be satisfied and I would like it. But if you're not going down that route, I cook know I'm married, so no problem. Life is not hard. My life is very, 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 very. I'm a very, very easygoing person when it comes to that aspect. But if the woman legit says, you know what, my husband is the one making all the money, doing everything in the house, and I don't want him to feel like I'm not contributing. Yeah. Let me handle all the kitchen duties. Yeah. And you handle the kitchen duties, and you are now a wonderful, marvelous cook. Like, I don't even need you to be 5-star, but just let me eat and let my tongue feel alive and let my belly be full. See, there is nothing you ask me to do in this life that I'll not do. I'm telling you, when it comes to that aspect,
Abdul Salam is giving you his mumu button. Everybody.
Yes, it's my mumu button. Food. Because do you know how my mom gets me to do anything she wants me to do?
She feeds you. I
can be a very stubborn kid sometimes. When Abdul Salam come here to do this, and I'm like, once she just bam, put that paper. I'm a mumu. if I don't chop finish, if you tell me to drive to Chakwa Day, I will drive. See, do you know the joy? And do you know the fact that women in this current day and age are shying away from kitchen responsibilities, making the women who actually actively embrace kitchen responsibilities a dying and rare breed. So when you catch that woman that can say that when she enters kitchen, everything is everything is when you enter the kitchen, you are just hearing sounds of joy, food is coming, I mean, enter kitchen and I say, no. See, if I will still the private jet that our president just bought and give it to you. If you ask me to do it, just that you are providing me with food alone.
If you are looking for Abdulsalam's heart, wait till his heart. Just give me a spoon now.
No, see,
Just give me a spoon now.
see when the talking stage, obviously you look at fine face, she has sense and all that. Yeah, of course, she has. But when we enter that marriage, see, I can literally wipe anything across the board. And of course, the intelligence has to be there. You fear God. You have a good sense of humor. You know those things that men have at their own specs. But me, the one that even men that are afraid to come out and say it, the general spec that almost all men, especially African men, want to see in their wives. Can you make the kitchen seem like a refinery? Can you churn out food that when your husband sees it, he starts crying and starts singing a poem on the spot? I'm saying it on behalf of almost all men.
Except from Soso.
That one doesn't know what he's saying, I beg.
And then we have it, ladies and gentlemen. The way to a man's heart.
Give me food.
There we go. Let's take our last story before our break. A 72-year-old man narrowly escaped serious injury, or worse, after a terrifying encounter with a grizzly bear in Montana. The unidentified man was picking huckleberries in the Flathead National Forest when a female grizzly charged him on Thursday, July the 18th. Wildlife officials believe the bear was likely protecting her cubs. In a remarkable act of self-defense, this 72-year-old man managed to fire his handgun and kill the bear before being taken to a local hospital for treatment of his own injuries. Thankfully, no one else was hurt in the incident. Wow. Grandpa?
The whole shift from what I said earlier about men don't know what it is to be men anymore, and then we have people like this. Like these are just like a few exceptions to the rule.
But you know he's older, so he still probably has
the whole idea of what it is to be a man back from his time. Yeah, because I don't know. They'll run.
They'll push their wives.
They'll push the wives forward. Equality. Say, please kill the bear or something. Or they'll probably want to leave the woman there. Or they will start screaming and they won't know what to do.
What a man can do, a woman can do better.
I mean, that's exactly why I love stories like this when we see the man actually, be like, this thing cannot affect me. If I a bear,
I love it.
And of course, he had a gun on him. So, no, in fact, let's remove the fact that he had a gun on him. I did read stories of, I read a story once of someone who actually wrestled a bear, barehanded. Didn't kill the bear, but he managed to, just scare him off. The bear bit into him, claws, scratch marks everywhere. He was brutally injured, but this man just kept on holding the bear with his life and punching, and he had a knife with him, was stabbing anywhere he could. So the bear ran away.
You die trying, man. You have to put up a fight.
He actually lived, got stitches, got like full-on surgery and everything. But the point is, he lived, and when he got back, Baba, they call him superhero.
For real.
Do you know what it takes to a grizzly?
I don't want to know what it takes. I don't want to know what it takes. But again, like you said, this is a welcome contrast.
Yeah, to the whole.
Maybe the previous story.
We are looking for women that.
Climb.
We are looking for women that have money, so that.
Most men, not all men.
Your guy is fighting a bear, and you are saying you are looking for women that have
money. Not all men.
So
be inspired, men. Take notes from this grandpa if you can do it.
Yes.
I'm not saying go and fight a bear, but in the little way you can in your day-to-day life.
Yeah, I'm inspired. I'm looking for a bear right now, sir.
We might not see Abdulsalam here next week.
You'll see me. Don't worry. I'll bring the bear.
You're please. Today's Women's Day, we haven't even acknowledged ourselves as women. Let's go on our music break and have some female singing sweet songs into our ears. A Nigerian woman, and They're absolute talent.
Uh,
We'll see you after the music break.